what else do you think is going to move people that are looking for a third alternative to vote Libertarian?
I hope what's going to move them is to bring the troops home and turn America into one giant Switzerland, armed and neutral. The Democrats were traditionally the party of peace, the anti-war party, and yet they basically put a muzzle on Tulsi Gabbard. She's out there trying to explain how isn't peace great, and they don't want her to say anything. And Hillary was such a hawk. Joe Biden's a hawk. So I'm hoping that a lot of Democrats are saying, you know what? I don't want soldiers all around the world creating problems.
It was kind of shocking the way that they marginalized her as she started to get traction. It was quite blatant the way that they kept her off the presidential stage. And, you know, she used to be a senior official at the DNCC, and they just shut it down. And, you know, the Republicans are guilty of the same thing, although there is, I would argue, a stronger wing within the GOP that's skeptical of permanent war and nation building, primarily Senator Paul and Mike Lee, one-time Republican Justin Amash and Thomas Massey. But the GOP is constantly going after them as well, much in the same way that the Democrats went after Tulsi Gabbard. So I guess when it comes to war, there's more one party than two.
That's true. And, you know, Trump, that was one of his promises, that he would bring the troops home. And all he's done is basically rearrange them. Or if he'll take the troops out, he'll put drones in their places. Well, that's still meddling. That's still giving them a reason that they think they need to attack us. So, again, not justification at all, but it sure gave a good recruiting tool to bin Laden.
It appears a lot of people argue that Trump's sort of unconventional view that Iraq was a mistake and that he didn't want to be in these never-ending wars was one of the issues that worked for him in 2016. But your argument is that it was all talk and he didn't actually do it.
Well, he hasn't. Just like it was all talk that he was going to make government smaller, that he was going to get rid of the deficit. We aren't even going in that direction. We're actually going in the opposite direction, getting bigger deficits. And he can't blame the coronavirus because he was heading in that direction a long time before that.
Oh, yeah. Like, imagine what our government might have been able to do if they hadn't have already run up $20 trillion in debt. And of course, the states that are most hardest hit, New York and California specifically, have their fiscal dumpster fires long before this. And they could have actually done some good if they had sort of managed their house a little more responsibly.